Hi guys, and welcome back to Tone Plays NetHack. Last episode we cleared out the castle, and we started in the Valley of the Dead here. And I guess the next step we're going to make is to finish clearing out the Valley of the Dead, and then we'll probably have to do a little bit of inventory management and take stock of where we're at once we do that. I see I'm level 13. We have to keep in mind that we want to do the quest at some point now, which requires you to be experience level 14. I believe that's at 80,000 XP, so we're quite a ways off just by killing things, but we might get a Wraith Corpse here, which would help us there. Put this potion away, and I may as well do the ring as well. So avoid some inventory damage. And I've got Elven Boots on, so I'm protected by stealth. Good, because everything in here sleeps. You wake it up. And, alright. Just go forward. Negative 14 AC, a good HP pool thanks to the nurse dancing we did. Not a lot here that's going to be terribly threatening for us. Oh, except for that squeaky board. Glad there was a message type stop in there, because I would have walked right over that. So these bats are probably vampires. I think they have to be vampires. Vampires can actually drain my level. I don't think I have anything protecting me from that. Except for some light magic cancellation, which isn't super reliable. Having them drain my level once isn't a big deal, but if they do it twice, and the raids can do the same thing actually, it will bring me down, and then I'll have to regain that whole next level again. Because usually what happens is you go 1 HP below the level, and then you kill them, and then you get it back right away. Then all you're really missing out on is the HP you've gained. A NetHack 362 edition, which actually got released last week, so we're actually officially on 362, but we've been playing on the development branch the whole time anyways, so we're not going to really notice any differences. They made it so Blessed Potions of Restore ability repair lost levels. So we actually have a potion of restore ability, so if we lose a bunch of levels here, we can just do that. I'd like to see that for Vlad's though, because he tends to drain a lot of levels now. I think we're strong enough that we can just fight these without having to really worry about that though. One thing I will worry about are ghouls. Hey, there's a Wraith Corpse. Welcome to experience level 14. Let's save my skill slot. Alright. Well, we can do the quest, assuming we don't lose that level. So yeah, I don't know if we've discussed it before, but Wraith Corpses, if you eat them, they increase your level. On graveyard levels, because graveyards generate a lot of wraiths, the chance for them to drop a corpse is very low. And this counts as a graveyard level, as is the castle above, so you can't bring them upstairs. Kill them. They do follow you upstairs, so usually what you do is you bring them onto another level. There's so many raids on this floor that usually you get like 1 or 2 anyways, but to get one on their second wraith like that is pretty good. The Vorpal Blade beheads the vampire bat. You kill the vampire bat, the seemingly dead vampire bat suddenly transforms and rises as a vampire. Have to behead you too. Make sure I just kill the ghosts because they're just annoying. So the way that this map is generated is there's 3 graveyards, and then there's random paths that either lead you through the graveyard or around it. So we're being forced through the graveyard here. Otherwise, there would be a path over here that takes us up, but now the path goes through the graveyard. It's worth at least clearing the graveyards to get all these boxes, all these containers that they have good items in them. Or they can have items. Wands, potions, scrolls, good stuff. So you can, if you have a lamp like I do, you can just like kind of light the whole graveyard and then do a terrain command or put on like a blindfold or something just to get stuff off. To the map without monsters, and you can just dig a path to those containers if you want. Now if the containers are traps, some of the traps will wake up the graveyard. But we're strong enough that I'm just gonna fight everything. Oh shit, something woke a bunch of guys up. Oh no, maybe these were guys. Okay. I think these were actually a bunch of guys that were on the other side of the graveyard, but not spawned in the graveyard. That was actually a vampire bat, not a vampire. Interesting. And like, just because of the way monster pathing works, they were just kind of crammed on the edge here, like, looking for a path to get to me, but they were blocked by all these sleeping monsters. +1 dex. Up to 18 max dex for us. That's very nice. Not gonna do much for us now, but nice nonetheless. Okay, you saw that? The Wraith touches you. Aloha, level 14. It just is Aloha because I'm a Taurus, but we lost a level. But then we killed the Wraith and we gained an experience level. So, net, nothing. Lost a little bit of experience, but that's not a big deal. Blade decapitates the Arenas. Ooh, I probably butchered that pronunciation. I believe there's only 3 of those in the game. Those are like the 3 fates. They generate randomly, so I'm gonna extinct a species here. Let's see what kind of loot we get from this first graveyard. Scroll of Confused Monster. There's a pretty good chance that these boxes are trapped just because of our death. Maybe that's just... I don't remember what actually factors the chance of something being trapped. Maybe that's just confirmation bias or whatever, but I feel like a lot of the times I find stuff that are cursed here, or trapped here. And I said curse because I had the spellbook on my mind. Bless and read and ditch. Who knows if we're ever gonna get much spellcasting done, but I would like to try, damn it. We do have a Helm of Opposite, or not Opposite Alignment. We might have a Helm of Opposite Alignment. We have a Helm of Brilliance. So we'll try and get our mental stats up using that. I mean, our intelligence is only 10, and our wisdom's only 13. But that should help a lot if we can get that to like +5. And then maybe train some spells. We have to find good spells to begin with. That is not one of them, although that's a good spell. All level 1 spells are helpful because that's the easiest way to train. When you're unskilled, like, it's really hard to cast stuff, so you need level 1 spells. We want to do like serious spell casting at some point. We're gonna have to ditch the Gauntlets of Power. Probably fine. We get a little bit of damage bonus from them. The extra encumbrance we get from them is really helpful for us right now. We will be like reparably... Oh, a stiletto. Those are kind of rare. It's not a shoe. That's a dagger. Rolls of Confused Monster. A boomerang. So the boomerang. I'm gonna take this Elven Cloak so we can do some polymorphing with it later. Actually, I should wear yeah, let's wear that. Even if it's cursed, I don't really care. Because I can wear the Elven Cloak, and then I can swap out my Elven Boots for Speed Boots. This leather cloak isn't doing much for us. It's +1. I should just drop the leather cloak. This elven cloak is just undeniably better. So I can just wear the elven cloak until I find something better. Get my speed boots back out. +5, yeah, this is a huge AC bonus as well as extra speed, which is going to be great for our DPS. More decapitations per second. Oh, that's actually... I guess decapitation is a D too, so yeah, that's what DPS is. Decapitations per second. I'm into it. A Morningstar named Trollsbane. Wow. Trollsbane, huh? We're coming across... You normally don't see this many random artifacts in a game. This is what, like the third one we've seen? This is the second one. We found, what, Grimtooth in the shop? Oh, we saw someone else, but maybe this is only the second one. Well, Trollsbane... So they made a lot of the Bane artifacts a little bit... like, marginally... have some marginal utility to them. Historically, they all kind of suck, and they still all kind of suck. But Trollsbane, as if you're wielding it, I think, then trolls can't regenerate, which is kind of nice. But we're kind of past the point where that's useful. And a lot of these weapons are heavy. I'm not sure how heavy Trollsbane is. But I don't even know if it's worth carrying around for that. So, alright, Trollsbane, I'm just going to leave you on the ground. But I will take this Elven Cloak. Spellbook. I don't care about the threats around me, I guess. I live dangerously. I just read books in haunted graveyards. Of course, we're burdened, so it was harder to chase this guy down. Elven Mithril. Especially there. Alright, let's continue reading. Haste Self. Haste Self is kind of cool. Slotless, very fast speed. Stacks pretty well, so if you have like a big power pool, you can just like cast it a bunch and it keeps stacking and extending the duration. Like you could like stack thousands of turns of it if you had the power to cast it that many times. We do not. A bunch of more elves spawned over here. Purple Blade decapitates the gremlin. I wanted to go and kill the gremlin with my boomerang, but I guess it's too dangerous to do that amidst all of these new elves. Elven Dagger? Why not? I think I'm carrying an Elven Dagger still. Non-stacking Elven Daggers. Wow, we have a lot of Elven Cloaks. Boots. Wow. I'm gonna be so burdened. Maybe we can fix this burdening. Oh wow. Oh no, we're still burdened. Alright. What do we want to do about our burdened status? Guess I'm just gonna drop my bag at certain areas. Walk around burdened for now. Much as I would tell you not to do that. Purple Blade decapitates the Vampire Lord. Lost a level, gained a level back. An interesting little quirk is eating a tripe ration gives you 4 experience. If you lose a level, you can actually eat a tripe ration to gain it back right away. Speaking of eating, eat something heavy. I have no food rations? The heck? All my food. Ends of hill giant meat. I have a tin opener. Nope. Could wield a dagger, but whatever. I'm gonna take off my gauntlets of power just so I can see. Oh, I need to kill this. How much strength I get here. Consume rotten hill giant. You feel very strong. I thought rotten removed those effects. Wait, does that make me sick? Should I use my unicorn horn? I feel much less nauseated now. Cool. So it said nothing seems to happen. That means that the unicorn horn could do something, but it didn't. And when it says nothing happened, that means there's nothing your unicorn horn can do for you. And still hungry, so let's eat this other one. See, we got 18/05 now. That older. I guess these are just random spawns. They're not from the graveyard. It's that older D&D strength system. Just kind of weird. 18 is my soft cap. Then it slowly raises. So your returns on your investment for eating those giants and stuff is much lower once you're at 18 already. I just went from 1805 to 1806, which is like nothing. Let's just use our gauntlets of power. And I still need to eat. Oh, I have 7 elven daggers. I do. Okay. Wow. I'll enchant those up. Why not? We'll use some ranged attacks at some point. I mean, we're strong enough where we're gonna hardly ever need those, but at the very least, they'll be useful against like mind flayers, probably not disenchanters. I don't want to have them disenchant my daggers, which like makes it so they can't stack and all that. Very good against the riders. Later on, we're gonna think far ahead. So, and it's just fun to have. I do this all the time. I make a nice stack of ranged weapons. I love doing it with shuriken. Like on a samurai, I'll get like a stack of like 100 shuriken and get them like +7 in poison, and then I won't use them for the entire game. But we'll see. Anyways, we can't eat daggers, so guess we're on to lemon wafer. Really, the only thing I have. Blueberry muffin. I don't want to save the lemon wafer. One of the only things that you can. Oh wow, I'm not encumbered anymore just from eating those tins and that blueberry muffin. I believe Limbus wafers and ram rations are the only items in the game. One scroll encumbering us. We're right on the edge. I gotta drop this boomerang, but I want to use it against something first. That's what I was saying. Those and I think there might be one other one, but very few consumables that don't have a chance of being rotten, which have a very, very slim chance of knocking you unconscious, is very dangerous. So I usually try to keep 1 or 2 for later on in the plains. You fight famine, sometimes you have to eat, and it will literally end your game if you get that rare chance that food knocks you unconscious. Well, Won't literally do it right there. It can do it very easily. That is a very bad time to get knocked unconscious, and I've seen it happen before. I don't know if it's happened to me before. Probably has. I like to save a cram ration or Lumbus wafer or two for the astral plane, which is where you fight Famine. Vorpal blade slices through Andrew's ghost's neck. That's awesome. I've never seen that before. Try to decapitate him. Heading wraiths. Should have ate that corpse. Oh well. Well, I have 2 Lumbus wafers, so cram ration, safe to eat. A horn. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna blow it here. Not gonna bait me into playing a horn and waking up everything. There's one more graveyard. See, we didn't get forced into this one. We were able to walk right past it. I'm actually gonna go up there and fight through it so we can get more loot. Let's finish checking the loot here. Detect food. Don't care. Wow, that's level 2, huh? No. Need to be careful from this trap. Just to be safe. Drop all my wands and rings. Then open this trap. We have max luck, so it's pretty unlikely that anything bad will happen when we open this, but better to be safe than sorry. Come on, you know there's a trap on there. Disarmed. Well done. Wow, we're really unencumbered with that horn? Nice. Wow, it was empty. What a troll. Empty trapped box. Who does that? Spellbook of Sleep. Am I carrying a Spellbook of Sleep around right now? I am. Well, I guess I don't need another one. Another empty box. Okay. Let's drop some items over here where I think they're relatively safe. Then we're gonna clear out that other graveyard over there. This stuff should do it. Actually, just the coins make a big difference. Can I buy protection right now? How much does that cost for me at level 14? 5,600? Heck yeah, I can. We can get another 3 points of AC right now. No! Oh, why? So, should have known better. It's really annoying because I'm playing with curses. It doesn't like number pad input in that. So when I hit the number pad, it didn't type in 5600. It typed in something else, and it basically denied this. And what does that even do again? I need to look that up. I think I just lost some alignment. You lose one alignment point? Oh, who cares? Okay. Big deal. We have like tons of alignment right now anyways. Let's try that again. Cool. I thought it might potentially affect our ability to like keep donating, but it doesn't. Oops. What's really confusing is I can use the number pad on this screen, type an account, and do counts in general, but not here. Enter this. So cool, 3 extra points of AC. You can never have too much AC, and we wanted to get rid of all our gold anyways, so that was a great way to do it. And that just really lightened our load, which is awesome. There is always a squeaky board trap right there, I think. Yep. So don't step on that tile. I'm gonna fight all this stuff at once. Spent years like stepping on that tile every time. That one, and then there's a trap in Asmodeus' lair, a fire trap that's always there that I always freaking step on. Over the past year or so, I've been a lot better about it though. Destroy Tone Live's ghost! Look at all these boxes. Alright. We got here. Hey, there's a food ration. That's what I'm talking about. First of all, I don't even know why I took that one to make invisible. I'm probably just gonna ditch that. That's real pack rat stuff, because when am I ever gonna use that? But you sense a faint wave of psychic energy. So there is a mind flayer on this level, and I want to know. Okay, he's all the way over there. Did it pathfinding? This mind flayer is probably just gonna wander around this room trying to get to us, because it's not intelligent enough to like. Ironically, the mind flayer isn't. But just general NetHack monster AI to actually walk around here to try and get to us. It can do it eventually, just like randomly, but generally it doesn't. So that Mind Flayer is probably never going to get over here. If I wasn't so confident about that, we would definitely want to be checking on that thing like every like 30 to 50 turns or so, just to make sure it's not close to us. Because a dark room like this, and like as fast as I'm playing, we could easily walk into it and get our brain sucked, which would just be like the most frustrating thing right now. Died of the flux. Whoa, look at this. Like searching for traps with a blindfold on? Why does that even work? Wonder if that lowers your chance or not. It really should, you know? See? That Mind Flayer's kind of in the area that I expected it to be. I'd like to find some genocide scrolls. I would definitely genocide liches right now. Actually, I think this is a normal Mind Flayer, right? I think I genocided Master Mind Flayers at a throne earlier. Those are the only ones left. Oh wait, I've already been in that chest. Oop, I'm blind still. Don't really care about the gems. Good chance a lot of those are valuable since we've already come across a lot of glass. But what am I even going to do with a valuable gem at this point? 2 wands of fire. Alright. Throw everything in the bag. For that book, which I'm just going to go ahead and read. I'm just going to drop this one and make it. What the heck am I going to do with that? With this book, I'm just going to walk over here, burdened. It's cool. Cool. Bless those spellbooks. Of jumping. Detect unseen. Jumping's really cool. Detect unseen, that lets you find traps, which is useful in a few points of the game. I have a wand of secret door detection with 13 charges, which does the same thing, so I'm probably not going to end up using it though. Oh, I haven't put my ring of free action back on. Oh yeah, that makes ghouls pointless because they can't paralyze me with that on too. So I didn't really have any danger from ghouls, like I talked about earlier anyways. Cool. So we just cleared, well, there's one little area. But we just cleared Valley of the Dead. So next episode we'll come back. We'll take a quick stock of our inventory. I'll go ahead and polymorph all this stuff that's on the ground. Need to keep an eye on that Mind Flayer, but I think he's stuck there perpetually. I don't think we'll ever see that guy in this game. Just gonna bumble around in that little circle room over there, and then we're just gonna walk right past him when we gotta leave. But yeah, we'll take stock of our inventory. Probably we'll polypile some stuff, and we'll ditch some items that we don't need, and then we will enter Gehenna, which will be fun. Do the quest too. We'll consider that. Maybe I should just do that and get that out of the way. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you then.